If you're looking for a relatively painless wireless lavalier system from an audio brand that you know and trust, well, I've got some good news for you. Folks, welcome to the DJs Guru. My name is DJ Switch, and you probably have seen a box very similar to this before if you're familiar at all with this channel. However, unlike the XLR version of the Mackie Element Wave system, this time we're taking a look at the lavalier version of the Mackie Element Wave, and the box, well, this box is empty. Inside the box comes a case just like this. It is hard foam, and inside that hard foam case comes all kinds of little extras and accessories and stuff that we're going to get into in just a moment. But before we get into all of that, I actually want to start with one of the key unique differences between the lavalier system and the XLR system that I've already reviewed here on the channel. Obviously, what you're listening to now is not just what the lavalier system sounds like, but the lavalier system itself has a built-in microphone right on this little box. And all you need to get up and running is the transmitter and the receiver from this Mackie Element Wave Lavalier system, and you can have a functioning microphone for whatever kind of content you're creating or whatever kind of lavalier application that you're using this for. But it gets even better because the whole system is really just a body pack transmitter receiver system like any other 1/8" lavalier system you might already be familiar with. And it even comes with a lavalier mic in the package. So it's entirely self-contained. You don't need anything else. It's all included when you buy this lav system. So let's quickly take a look at what's inside the case for this Mackie Element Wave lavalier system. Inside, once you open the case, you'll find the transmitter and the receiver. The receiver has both an 1/8" microphone line out as well as a headphone jack out. So you'll be able to monitor your stuff in real time and make sure that you're not getting any clipping, any kind of digital interference, any kind of dropouts, any issues that you might be running into while running wireless sound as a creator. You'll be able to track that stuff in real time using that headphone jack. It's one of the really great features about this lavalier system that other similar wireless lav systems actually don't offer. So it's a really, really great idea on Mackie's part to include that headphone jack. You're on the side of the receiver, you're gonna find a plus and minus button. Those are actually real-time level buttons, and those buttons sync with the transmitter. So if you change the level on the transmitter, it automatically changes the level on the receiver, and vice versa. You can change it from either side and it will change both at the same time. That's part of what is syncing between the transmitter and receiver device. Now on the transmitter side, you're going to see an 1/8" jack for a lavalier microphone, but you're also going to see a little microphone head. That's the microphone that's built into the transmitter. In the accessories that come along with this kit, you're also going to find a tiny little puffy wind muff for that built-in microphone. So if you take this out into the field for like content creating and you need to use it outdoors, you can actually pop this little wind muff onto that transmitter system and you'll have wind protection for the onboard microphone. It's kind of genius. They've thought of everything here. Of course, in addition to that, you're going to find a TRS to TRS cable as well as a TRS to TRRS cable for any kind of mobile phone device that you're going to want to plug this system into. So it's great for any kind of mobile content creation or plugging into any kind of camera system for if you're wanting to make videos on the fly, do any kind of vlogging, do any kind of review work. This system is excellent for all of those applications. Of course, last but not least, you're going to find a quick start guide and the lavalier mic itself, which can be plugged into the transmitter if you want a more traditional lavalier mic setup like what you're listening to right now. So because it's part of the Element Wave family of wireless devices from Mackie, the system itself shares a lot of similar features with the XLR version. You're gonna find things like the ability to connect up to 6 devices at once without having to share frequencies. It's on a 2.4 gigahertz wireless system, so it's all digital and there's not a lot of danger for crosstalk as long as you only have up to 6 systems and you don't go over that. You're also gonna have things like 1-button pairing, multicolor status LED. You can charge and apply updates via a USB-C port on the side. You also have a removable belt clip on both the transmitter and the receiver, and that belt clip is perfectly sized for a cold shoe mount or hot shoe mount on a camera or camera cage system, which is something that I specifically addressed in my other video, which I highly suggest that you check out by searching for Wave XLR in the DJ Guru's YouTube video channel. Actually, I gotta switch to my phone cam because there's one more quick hack with this Mackie Element Wave system that I want to address that I feel like people don't really talk about enough in the few reviews that I've seen. That headphone jack is so important on the receiver side, and I want to show you guys how I'm actually using it throughout this entire video. Check this out. So the way I have this plugged in right here into my Rodecaster interface is actually through the headphone jack, not through the microphone out, because the microphone out I was actually getting a little bit of clipping because the input on the Rodecaster channel requires either XLRs for any of my regular microphone input channels, or I can plug it in through this dedicated cell phone jack, which is just a standard TRRS 1/8 inch jack. So what I'm doing is using the headphone jack out to my cell phone channel, and I have the Mackie on this channel here, which is how I'm recording all of the audio that you're hearing throughout this video, with minimal clipping, with minimal audio issues, and with minimal noise. Because as audio professionals, we know that microphone level and line level / headphone level outputs are two completely different types of outputs. And so if you have a device that only has a line level input, you can still use this microphone system. And that is super clutch. It's not really the way that this system was designed, but it absolutely works. And it's just one more genius little feature about this Mackie system that I think goes completely under the radar, and I wanted to highlight it here. And folks, that leads me to the very best part about this entire lavalier system, and that's that this video is over. There's not much else to say about this system. It's a simple wireless lavalier system that just works. Mackie has designed an excellent lavalier system that I highly recommend. It sounds great to my ear, and although my office isn't really set up or tuned acoustically for this type of microphone, I will say that in use, it actually works extremely well. It's incredibly reliable, just like the other Wave XLR system that I was using in my previous video. The system is literally identical. As a matter of fact, the receiver systems are the exact same part number and can be used interchangeably. So if you have one of each and your battery runs out on one, you can actually link it to the other and vice versa. So they totally work. If you want to find out more about the Mackie Element Wave Lavalier system, you can check out the link in the description below and head over to djeventgear.com, or ask any questions you like by hitting us up here at the DJs Guru or the DJs Guru on Facebook. We love taking your questions, and we love taking your questions in the comments below, so please be sure to leave them. We've been more than happy to help you out as best we can. Folks, my name is DJ Switch. I'm a contributor here with the DJs Guru, and I will see you on the next one.